Congratulations, you did an extraordinary job in
Thank
this.
you.
And how much did you know about this report before you even took on the project?
I remember that event happening, the report being released, but I had a very layman's, understanding of what. I didn't know any of the details. I didn't know anything about black sites. I didn't know about, and I thought I just assumed, and I think I was right anyway, that it was my own ignorance, but also kind of like similar to what we were saying in the press conference that. And I asked Scott about, why, I'm assuming it's just me, that how could I have missed this huge event? But also there was no, when the report came out, there was no talking head, there was no person to kind of advocate it's the facts in it. But there was lots of people disputing the report or making it a partisan issue. So it was covered in the print media, but not there wasn't a visual kind of thing that people could kind of latch onto. So this seemed like an interesting opportunity to maybe start the shift in that dialogue around torture.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm so glad that you guys chose to do this story because, yes, we don't know a lot about what goes on. You hear little things, and
Right.
and someone like Dan.
And that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
And that it's in a report that exists that you can get at a bookstore. That even in just the findings and conclusion section, the beginning, every finding is in conclusion. It's like that is monumental. It seems like that's a huge detail that not only was, but there was an active. People were actively giving false information and no accountability. And anyway.
Yeah, no, listen, who would want to take accountability for that, right?
Right.
Seriously. Dan Jones, what an extraordinary guy. I mean, his tenacity, his drive, to write a 7,000-page report, holy mackerel. How did you even start to get into that guy's mind?
Being demystified by institutions that you believe in, I think, is a really powerful motivator. Also, just having a good work ethic, I think, that maybe seems above and beyond, but when he was writing the report, he didn't know it was going to be, a 7-year journey. So he's just doing his job with the best he knew how, which turned out to be a 7. And then then it's like having your baby suddenly tried to be dissected by 2 different people who weren't there. So that kind of obsessiveness and single-minded focus and work ethic, I really admire, and I feel it was my first way in. I think I can't remember how it went,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, you've had the opportunity over the last few years to work with some pretty darn fine actors. Tell me about working opposite someone like Annette Bening.
And I don't know. I have nothing to say about that. No, she's one of the great actors of all time. Even like in between takes when she was at Dianne Feinstein, you can't help but be like, are you okay? Or just the way she would move was so believable that you really do forget that it's her. But not only just like incredibly knowledgeable about this business, but she's just a curious person overall. So you can never get caught in a boring conversation with Dianne Feinstein. Couldn't ask for a better scene partner.
Yeah, well, you guys are extraordinary together, and this is and thank you for this because it's really important, and I think people need to know. And let's hope it'll make some changes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope.
Hope so.